Dear learners, welcome to Smart English Learning Center. I hope you all are well by the grace of Almighty. I am your Mashur sir. Have taken an initiative to upload some classes. I think you all will be benefited with my classes. Today I have decided to upload a class for the students of first year, and the subject of this day is The Schoolboy, a poem by William Blake. I think you will be benefited with the class. And Schoolboy, The Schoolboy is a poem written actually in the pastoral tradition that focuses on the downsides of formal learning. It is a poem about a young boy who is at school during the summer. He can't focus in class because he wants so badly to play outside and enjoy the weather. He feels like a bird trapped in a cage. It is the actually perspective of a young boy who is advocating the cause of all children, that school is negatively impacting him. So we are now going to analyze the poem. Before analyzing the poem, it's necessary to have some talks on the writer of the poem. William Blake is an English poet, and he was the pioneer of Romanticism. He has written a famous book named The Songs of Innocence and The Songs of Experiences, and The Schoolboy is taken from Songs of Experience. I am now, after going through the poem, you will learn to understand the meaning of some words as well as to understand the theme of the poem surely. Okay, get ready to go through the poem. I have provided some pictures. Look, I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn, and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company! I love to rise in the summer morn. Morn here actually, the word morn denotes morning. In the morning, birds are chirping, which has an extra appeal that amuses all undoubtedly. Huntsman is a piper or a whistleman like him, especially refers to the men who perform the duties of a guard. They blow whistle in the morning, and sound of their whistle awakes us in the morning. Actually, this stanza describes the delight of walking up to the birds singing, and what a marvelous way this is to start the day. You can also have experience like the schoolboy in the morning. Next stanza. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outward, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. Look, actually, this stanza describes the worries of the schoolboy to leave all his charms of the morning. When he is to taken to school, he has to give up all the attraction and charms of the morning. If a teacher is not kind or friendly to the students, if a teacher shows rude behavior to the students like him, he is regarded as a cruel person to the students. If a teacher shows and such kind of cruel person cannot draw attention of the students, and under the supervision of such kind of an unkind teacher, the little children are to spend time in the class with great anxious and tension. These lines contrast with verse 1 by describing how worried the schoolboy is to be at school and how the thought of this discontinues his happiness immediately that he got in the first stanza. Next stanza, at times I dropping sit and spent many an anxious hour, nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower, worn through with the dreary shower. Learning's bower here refers to the classroom. This stanza is the continuation of the description of his anxiety in the classroom. And in these ways, he has to spend many times in the weary mood. If a teacher fails to create a congenial atmosphere in the class, a student cannot get any pleasure from his lecture or even in the book. Actually, the school cannot delight him like this kid. He is in worry mood. Look, both of the students are now in very anxious, it seems. Next stanza. Look. Oh, I am sorry. This stanza seems to be blurred. You can help from your textbook. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a case and sing? How can a child, when fears annoy, but drop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? Very nice stanza this is. Here the poet compares the school boy to a bird in a cage. A bird in a cage loses its freedom. Actually, when a bird is trapped in a cage, the freedom of the bird is executed. It loses its freedom. A bird gets its natural freedom flying in the sky like this picture. Okay. Similarly, when a student is bound to stay in the classroom, when he is compelled to digest the weary lecture of an unpleasant, unfriendly teacher, actually the potentiality of the student is entirely restrained. Then, look, there are some pictures of flowers, faded flowers. O father and mother, if birds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay. Here, William Blake makes a heartfelt plea to the parents using an extended metaphor of the natural cycles of life. The student appeals to his parents, saying that if his youth is shortened by such experiences, he will never be able to enjoy the life when he will be adult. If he is prevented from full experiencing the joy of childhood, how sad it will be when he ages and can no longer hope to do so. Look, the next stanza. How shall the summer arises in joy, or the summer fruits appear? Or how shall we gather what griefs destroy, or blaze the mellowing air when the blast of winter appear? This is the last stanza. In the world of nature, a bud grows into flowering tree that will bear fruit as it matures. Okay? But if flower is destroyed, just beginning, there will be no fruit in the trees. Blake references the seasons, describing how an autumn harvest of fruit sustains life through the harsh winter. In this way, the poet is illustrating how a happy childhood spent learning from the natural world will reap the benefits of a wise and fruitful old age. But sending children to school interferes with this natural cycle and results in a lifetime of unhappiness. That means a student, if he can have an opportunity to enjoy the natural beauties, then his mind may widen. But when he is in restrict, when he is compelled to spend anxious moment in the class, he cannot bloom his knowledge in a proper way. Actually, in the poem, the poet has highlighted the painful experience of a schoolboy. You know, after going through the poem, we can realize that the poet has highlighted the painful experience of a schoolboy, and who is fed up with the hard and fast rules of a school, which Rabindranath Tagore also noticed. The joyless lecture of an angry teacher makes his school life very boring, doesn't it? Yes, the environment of an institution must be how? Actually, the environment of an institution must be friendly and affable for learning. The strict rules of a classroom hampers in gathering knowledge. Thus, the boy likes to enjoy the beauty of summer instead of going to the classroom. Okay, actually, our classroom should be friendly, should have friendly environment. Okay, and actually, here the poet suggested that for a proper learning, it is highly necessary to have a friendly environment among the students and the teachers. Okay, I think you have understood very well, and I would like to give you a home task. You should write the theme of the poem shortly in the comment box. Okay, and that's all. I think you have been benefited with my class, and before ending the class, I request you, if you still have not been subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it and push on the bell icon so that you will be informed a new class as soon as I will upload. Okay, bye. Allah Hafiz. And no more today. Thank you very much. Stay at home, stay safe.